Hello everybody, MacGhriogair here with another episode of Minecraft. We are playing on the ObsidianGate server. Yay! So, we are nearly at 400 subscribers. I was going to say 200, but no, 400 subscribers. I am amazed at you guys. You guys are awesome. But also, before I start, I'm kind of doing stuff out of order. Shook pranked me. Yeah, there was a big gorilla there, but I'm still editing that video, and I want to get this video out ASAP. Because, yeah, we are at 395 right now, so I'm hoping I'm not shooting myself in the foot. But we should be hitting 400 soon. Yeah. Now, I wasn't planning on doing a special, but Kaleb had a question for me, and here's actually what he has to say. Hey, Mac, just got watching this episode, but I got a question for you. When you hit 400 subs, can you do a special video about, like, why you started your channel and everything? Because I'm really interested to hear about it. If it wasn't for you, I would be bored right now. And, yeah, so thanks, Kaleb. So, yeah, so this is going to be more of a talkie type episode. Oh, yeah, there's what's left over of the monkey. He was just hanging off the side, but you'll see. I'm hoping to get that video up on Tuesday, but there's a lot of editing I have to do for it, but I think it'll be worth it once you guys see it. So yeah, let me drop off this stuff. Oh, and we're also playing in 14W383C. Yes, I had a brain fart. Okay, so it's actually a long story why I started the channel. I kind of went into it on my first Minecraft episode about, I think that was in November. Oh, and sorry if I'm sounding a bit off. I'm kind of fighting a little cold. My baby girl gave it to me. So yeah, so it is a long story, so yeah, I'm gonna tell it to you. Yeah. So, I started gaming when I was about 5-6 years old. When the, what am I looking for? When the Nintendo came out. Or it was already out. I don't know. I was young when it came out. I was young when I first started playing it. And that what got me hooked on video games was playing, you know, the original Super Mario and all those fantastic games. But even before that, I used to play the Intellivision. But that really has nothing to do with Let's Play. That's me doing games. But excuse me. Yeah, I never did anything with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, so that's what got me into games. I've always liked, you know, like, okay, with games, the one reason why I like games is that it's, how can I put it? It's, you create the world. It's, you know, it's, you could do anything. Like Like, if I wanted to, not in this game, but if I wanted to, I can be like a king. I can, you know, like, build a civilization. And I can destroy it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do that you can't do anywhere else. So that's, well, I guess you could be a king and all that in real life, but I mean, come on. So that's why I'm actually so interested in games, is that for me, it's better than a book. Or actually, for some people, like, people love books and all that. I guess for me, playing games is like reading a good book for somebody who likes reading books. I don't like reading books. I like playing games. But boop. And all games, I could pretty much get like play any type of game. But once again, I'm going off subject again. So yeah, so it started when I was 5 playing games. And I kinda was doing Let's Plays at a very young age, technically, when I actually think about it. When I used to play games, I actually have a younger sister. She might be watching. Hello! And she used to watch me play games all the time. And I used to make her laugh. I think I made her pee her pants once. So I am proud of that. And it was always an enjoyable experience, you know, like she wouldn't actually play, she would just watch me play. And I had a lot of fun doing that. So and I used to play like a lot of wrestling games and all that, you know, like, and I really like the games where you can make your own characters, and I'd make really, really weird guys. And but yeah, so I kind of started at a young age, you know, like unofficially, but it was really fun. And I honestly wish I could actually hear you guys while you watch, because right now all I can hear is like me breathe. Anyways, so yeah, so I used to do a lot of that. She used to watch because she was too young at the time. There's like a 12-year age difference between us. So when I was, you know, playing games like hardcore, she was like learning to walk. So there's not much she can do. But I used to hand her an empty control. But anyways, or I'd let her, you know, take control of a partner. I would always play co-op so that she could join in, and I could, you know, protect her and all that. Put that there. So yeah, so she used to watch me play, and then over the years, I started watching Let's Players. Oh, actually, before that, I tend to be pretty stubborn when it comes to things that I find enjoyable. And video games is one of those things. And for one thing, I've always wanted to get into the gaming industry. And actually still to this day, that has always been my focus. That has never changed. So, but I'm going off track again. Boop boop boop. But yeah. So I started going to school and all that, taking up programming courses to try to get into the industry. And during that time, during my downtime, I didn't really have time to play games, but I had time to watch them while I studied. So I used to watch, you know, like the guys like CoStar and CNanners. I still watch Co. quite a bit. So I used to watch them, and I was like, hey, this seems pretty cool, but I don't have any time. When you're sleeping in class and all that, you know, there's not much, you know, you can't really play games. But, yeah, so I used to watch them actually pretty hardcore, and then I used to watch the Minecraft guys, and I'm like, this, like, you know, I want to play with those guys. Those guys are awesome. Yeah. But then, see, the program I was studying wasn't game focused, and as you guys know, I have attention deficit disorder, and it's hard for me to stay focused on things that don't interest me. It's kind of hard. You know, I guess it's not too hard to explain. If I have focus on, if I'm doing something I enjoy doing, like this, I am basically hyper focused. You cannot pry me away from this. Like, I bet if my wife or if I didn't have a reminder telling me to eat or like go to bed, I would probably starve to death. Which reminds me, I have to have supper after this. But anyways, so yeah, so it's basically like a okay, programming, yes. Okay, yeah, because it wasn't programming focused. Because it wasn't game dev focused, I lost interest in it. And honestly, that's probably one of my only type of regrets in life, is quitting that program. I should have stayed with it, knowing that what I know now. But I also probably wouldn't have met my wife, and I'd much rather have her than any game dev job. Yes. But they're close. Don't tell her. So I then switched programs and all that, and I started doing computer systems tech because I also liked fixing computers, but it was more related to network administrative stuff, which I didn't want to do. I just wanted to fix computers. That's all what I wanted to learn, because I liked working with my hands also. And then last semester, I only had 3 more credits left because I also had my insomnia was hitting me pretty hard during that time, so I had to take less courses. And then all of a sudden, they started a game dev program. I immediately quit the program that I was taking, even though that I only had 3 courses, like just 3 credits left, and I would have had it. You know what? I don't regret that. I love doing game dev. Now, I was I wasn't a really now just to give you an idea, I've always had problems, you know, like paying attention in class and all that. So my marks weren't the greatest, and at that time I was just starting to understand that I had an attention deficit disorder. I didn't know I had it at the time. But my marks weren't the greatest. I failed some courses and all that, and you know, starting to feel pretty down. And then game dev came out, and I was an A+ student. Just like that. Like I said, hyper-focused, super hyper-focused when I'm doing something I enjoy. So yeah, so game dev came around, boom, I'm like a straight A student, like, and I'm like sleeping like at the school, like I'm not even going home to do like assignments. I'm Right after class, I am working, you know, and then during some breaks, me and the guys would play some games and then start programming again. It was awesome. I loved every minute of it. And if you looked at my marks from game dev, yeah, like I could, I miss it. I honestly miss it. So that happened. I graduated. Yay! You know, I didn't. I was so close to getting graduating with honors. Every year, I made the dean's honor list instead of one. And that cost me graduating with honors. I was so close. The biggest problem with the program is that the teachers don't mark you as like they don't have marking criteria. They kind of mark how how they feel. So, yeah. But anyways, I don't really care about that too much. So, okay, so I graduated from game development. Just so if you're wondering, we did stuff like actually film editing, sound design, programming, marketing, you know, Photoshop 3D modeling, the whole 9 yards. I'm basically an indie studio in one man. That's what I am. Although my focus is mostly programming. My art sucks. My art sucks so much. Programmer art, like, I drew better when I was in kindergarten. Problem is, there was no focus. So everybody was kind of the same. Everybody was basically a jack of all trades. So the problem with that is, trying to get into a game dev studio, they mostly want specialists, not generalists, which is what I was for the most part. I knew a lot of stuff. I can learn stuff very easily, but I didn't have all the know-how that somebody that studied computer science would have, you know, known and been able to do. Like we didn't like we didn't do any like AI programming, although I tried to do some here and there. I had my own little AI stuff. I looked into A-star and all that. But the one thing that school did teach you was how to self-learn, but a lot of the bigger game dev studios didn't really care for that. And another thing is that I don't live in an area with many studios. So competition was fierce, and they're all smaller. So actually, they're all still small. There's still not that many where I am. And moving was kind of out of the option because, well, I'd have to move to another province. I had to put that there, which I don't mind. But at the time I was dating my wife, you know, I don't want to leave my wife. And then, also we got engaged while I was in school. So, and her family's here, my family's close by. So, yeah, I didn't want to uproot everything and all that. So I tried for a while to get into the gaming industry. Couldn't. Kept applying. And then I got a job working in town. Technically, the job that I got was kind of like one of the most sought after jobs that anybody would want, kind of thing, and it kind of just fell into my lap. I just got an email saying, hey, you know, because I used to do a bit of co-op too, not for the game dev, but for another type of agency. And once I graduated, they're like, hey, you want to come work for us? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I didn't have any interviews. It was one of the easiest jobs that I've ever gotten. And I'm actually still working there right now, which I'm actually now looking for a new job. But anyways, that's a different story. So why am I telling you all this? Well, like I said, I still want to get into the gaming industry. I am stubborn. I am not changing, you know, because the thing is about being all hyper-focused is that I like being hyper-focused on the stuff that I enjoy. And actually, programming is another thing I do enjoy too. I must state that also, like problem solving and all that. And that's what actually video games is. It's all problem solving. So yeah. So why am I telling you all this? Well, because what's that? Is that? Oh no, I thought that was a dungeon right there. Now, for me, it's not only creating games that get me, you know, focused and all that. It's also playing games. And as long as I am somehow involved in games, in any way, I am happy. Ooh. And that is one of the main reasons why I started doing this channel. Now, when I was actually going to start this channel earlier, but you know, I was kind of like, oh, do I really, you know, do I really want to do it? Do I want to put myself out there, type of thing? That sort of stuff. Because there's a couple of things once you put yourself out there, you put yourself basically wide open. Let's block that up. You put yourself in the open. No matter what happens, you're being judged. So I was like, do I really want that? And for a while I was like, no, I don't really want it, and you know, kind of wishy-washy type of stuff. Man. So, but then in November of last year, I'm like, I have to do something, because I kept trying to do, you know, my own game dev type of stuff on my own, but my art sucks so badly, and also, I guess kind of like a perfectionist type of thing. I don't want to release poopy stuff, so it was hard. And also, you know, trying to get some of the people that I know, hey, you want to get together, make a game? They're all like, yeah. And then you don't hear from anybody. Whoa, for a while. You know what I mean? Stuff like that kind of happened a lot, and then you lose interest, gain interest. Yeah. So yeah, so stuff like that. Like even right now, I've been thinking of programming a game type of thing. So basically, one reason why I do Let's Playing is to force myself into the industry. If that makes sense to anybody. It makes sense to me. As long as I'm touching it, I am happy. And that's why I started doing Let's Plays. That, and I figured, well, I have the know-how. I see how people do it. I know how to do it because my schooling kind of taught me how to do it. You know, it was video editing, marketing, you know, that sort of stuff. Although I've never found myself to be a really good public speaker. Let's go down here. Yeah, I never found myself to be a good public speaker. actually did my rail system. So yeah, so once again, I'm doing this because I want to get into the industry, basically no matter what. I don't care if it's programming. I don't care if I'm scrubbing toilets. I don't want to scrub toilets, but it's really, you know, it's a passion of mine. So, and that's why I'm doing Let's Plays, because it's one way for me to, you know, kind of get into the industry without, how can I put it? I don't know how to put it, actually. I mean, also another thing is I would be playing these games anyways. What I'm doing right now, I have done like nearly every single day minus the recording. So I was also like, well, why not I just record? The only weird part is just talking to myself. Well, I mean, I'm talking to you guys, but I'm also talking to myself right now. You guys won't see this till tomorrow. Whoa! Where can I drop this off? I gotta finish this thing! So, sorry if I went off a bit on somewhat of a tangent. I wanted to give you guys the full story of why I'm doing this. It's a passion. I just love games so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I mean, even though that, like, I follow everything, like with the, like, what's going on in the industry. I know, like, where all the developers hang out, because, you know, that's where I used to hang out, type of thing. I read all their stuff. You know, like, I still have the programming knowledge and all that, so I'm just a bit rusty right now. It's been 4 years since I graduated, so, but I'm currently looking for, well, I'm always looking for a game dev job. Now, if I was to get a game dev job, I would most likely, actually, I will be doing this, still be doing this. No matter what happens, I'll still be doing this. Oh, that's my phone dying. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it's death screams. Battery's dead. Yeah, I'm loving this too much. The worst that would ever happen would be me doing one video a week, but I don't see that happening. But oh, and I want to mention, oh yeah, I want to show you something. Look at that. That is awesome. I love that. I won't show you too much because I don't know how much he showed. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh no, I've been out of the loop. Now I want to also, ooh, that looks cool. I gotta get myself a flag. I should also mention where I plan on going with the channel. Like, what do I want out of the channel? Well, first thing is, there's two, like, okay, actually, there's more reasons why I'm doing Let's Playing too, now that I'm thinking about it. There's multiple reasons. Well, first thing, it's also a hobby. But it's also a hobby that can actually turn into something real, which would be awesome, but it could turn into something real. It kind of gets my name out there with the developers and all that, so that if I do apply, you know, as a programmer or whatnot over there, or even a PR person, you know, hey, look at me, I do this, yeah. And then they go loser, and then, You know, they spit on my face and all that, but no, it was you know, it was to gain some sort of game dev experience. Sometimes doing programming on your own, it was always just learning. It wasn't actually doing. This is actually doing. So it's twofold. Also, why I'm doing this. Like I said, it's a whole bunch. You wouldn't even notice, but I actually have a spreadsheet right beside me where I put all my thoughts together, and I'm having a hard time following it. Yeah, so it's twofold why I'm doing this also. First, like I mentioned, getting in the gaming. I'm forcing myself into the gaming industry. Like it or not, I'm coming in. So, and the other thing is, yeah, like what I'm doing right now could turn into something more. Hoping. It'd be awesome to do this as a full-time job. My goal with this channel is to allow me, like I said, this is another goal. It's to allow me to provide for my family just on this alone. I don't need any more. Well, I will accept more. But I would be happy if I could live comfortably doing this. And that's... Oh, I don't want to do that. And that's one goal also with this channel. So, it's a hobby that can potentially turn into something big. And honestly, I haven't regretted doing this at all. At all. Maybe a rook. I should really, you know, do something with him. And finish this. I am just Mr. Don't Finish stuff. The runs is the only thing I finished. Oh, I still have to work on the on the Ender farm. So yeah, is there anything else? But yeah, I'm not looking, you know, like super famous YouTuber man guy. Although if it happens, I will accept it. But if it doesn't, yeah. I'm not looking to make millions. I'm looking to make a living. Either doing this or something that lets me get into where I want to be. But I'll still be doing this because I really do enjoy it. And I'm loving interacting with you guys. And you guys are awesome. Whee! Let's see, anything else? Anything else? I think that's about all what I had to say, at least with game development. And why I started doing Let's Plays. So short answer, because I'd be playing games anyways. And I just want to get into the industry. And this, I categorize Let's Playing as advertising with a little bit of QA, I guess you could say. Testing. But it's mostly PR stuff. But I want to get in any way I can. Let me in. Okay, now I'm starting to ramble. Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. I want to thank you guys so much for your support. This channel would be nowhere without any of you guys. If I could do a special for each one of you guys, I would have no free time whatsoever. I would love to do one, but there's no way. I'm already past, you know, my subscriber video ratio. You guys have already surpassed the number of videos that I've set out. But yeah, and I am actually working on the next surprise for you guys, which will be for the next milestone. Oh, it's kind of in between. I'm going to release it when it's done. But I don't know when it's going to be done. I'm working on it currently. Been running into some problems here and there, but I'll release it when it's done. You know, milestone or not, but consider it the next special for the milestone, because I think it's kind of big. I think so, anyways. I'm putting a lot of work into it. So, okay, guys. So once again, thank you very much, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.